Hello and welcome to the live on this channel here of We Love East Anglia, which is the channel that we're on right now. My name's Nick C and I'm host of the main channel of Touring With Us. And I run, of course, We Love East Anglia, We Love Haverhill, and, of course, several other groups on Facebook, such as We Love Cambridge, and, of course, just a fun group of We Love Wetherspoons, which is really not a company based kind of, you know, channel. But, of course, yeah, that's just a fun channel that we use. And, of course, we've got Facebook touring with us as well. Although we can't always do the together live very well on the Touring With Us official page because Facebook sometimes has faults with it. So that's why we had to go back to the Touring With Us Together Live because it worked better on that. But yeah, sometimes we have glitches in Facebook, and of course, it can be very, very difficult to do a Together Live from time to time. But yeah, I'm here to ask any questions or answer any questions. I can ask you questions as well, but of course, we can always answer your questions. What you have about East Anglia, basically, which of course comes from the term East Angles. Okay, and that's where we got our sort of research for that particular name. It is something with those apostrophes there, East Angles, you know, probably comes from the Anglo-Saxon times. But yeah, I'll be here talking about East Anglia as this channel is just primarily about East Anglia. So anything related to East Anglia, and maybe a few bits beyond, but yeah, we try and stick to East Anglia if possible. So if you have anything to promote for us to promote to you, in other words, of course, you might have a business or an event that is going on, please do let us know in the comments, not necessarily on a live, because I'm actually doing a live right now. It saves me doing a video and wasting a lot of storage when I can actually do a video here, as we've only got a small amount of followers here on the We Love East Anglia group. Now, of course, a lot of people tend to request to join the Facebook page of We Love East Anglia, and they are requesting to join because they like the sound of it, and they like the interesting things that, of course, East Anglia has to offer. So there's lots of different places to go and choose to um, throughout the whole of East Anglia, including seaside resorts, towns, villages, and some are very difficult to get to. And of course, it will be a nightmare to get to some of them. But we will try our utmost best to get to at least some of the famous ones and some of the rare famous ones, that are not really much spoken about. Such as, of course, you don't hear too much about Ipswich apart from the football club in the area of Ipswich, which is literally next to the train station. And of course, yeah, Norwich is quite, popular in the Championship football team at the moment, and hoping they can get back into the Premiership next year of 2025. Um, yeah, Norwich has its famous sort of, facilities as well. Great Yarmouth as well, which is a lot of times visited by us. Yeah, we visit Great Yarmouth a lot. Dalston is quite a sort of rare town to talk about, but it's worth mentioning as well. Lowestoft, which is quite a low-rated kind of town. So yeah, there's a number of places that we haven't yet sort of tried out. Uh, we've been to Kings Lynn, we've been to Hunstanton, we've been to, of course, well, I have been to Cromer myself. I want to go there again because it's a seaside resort and I want to check out the area a little bit more. in my eyes, and hopefully I get a chance to do that. Of course, Norwich, as I say, we have been to quite a lot of times, and we know the area well, especially the X1 and X11 bus route. And Caister I've been to, and Hemsby I've been to as well. But of course, all of these places, some of which I've mentioned there, we might return to. Like, for example, Thetford. I love going to Thetford in Norfolk. That's a lovely, beautiful town. I know each town you go to, you always see kids mucking about. But of course, it's up to the parents to sort them out. But we won't go into grey areas like that. But what I would say is we need, of course, those type of kids to actually do something in their own town or village or seaside resort to, help the community, such as do, of course, interviews, what people think of their town, and something that will take their mind off their boredom, for example. So, are you bored in East Anglia? Are you fed up with East Anglia? Those are the questions we're going to ask you, and you can ask us questions back as well. Do use the comment section for any feedback and any questions you may have. You know, where you'd like us to go, for example. What is your favourite place? That kind of thing, and we'll answer mostly every comment, if not all comments that are raised on the channel. We hope to have more subscribers on this channel as well, because we've been also busy with touring with us as well, keeping that pumped up as well. We'd like to, of course, thank everybody for, their lovely viewing experience that they've had watching us. Some of you may have watched us right from the word go. But what we would like to say is that we want to entertain and keep people happy and motivated. And I know some of us are going through stresses in this world of East Anglia, and not only just East Anglia, but the Great Britain and the world as a whole, and, it's definitely best to actually experience love, kindness, and just happiness as well. There's all of those three you can change instead of fear and selfishness. Okay, those are the things, and obviously poverty can be an issue as well. So yeah, we are looking for, of course, once we get enough interest for you guys, for people to come on and be a guest on the show. Perhaps we'll try it on the We Love East Anglia page on Facebook, because sometimes they can do a request to join the live on that. And unfortunately, they only do the portrait version, which is similar to the Together Live on YouTube as well, which, of course, they only allow portrait version. But yeah, uh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm just reading a text from someone, but so there we go. Thank you very much for watching this here, and of course, if you have any questions, as I say, please do not hesitate to get in touch. Of course, I want to give a mention to the We Love Great Yarmouth page, not run by ourselves, but of course, We Love East Anglia is actually our own interpretation. And of course, yes, a great group, 16k members on the group, and of course, yes, I like what Sean Crawford has said. I've met Sean Crawford, and he says daffodils out at the waterways. Sorry, I had a cover in my throat there. Excuse me. So yeah, daffodils out at the waterways in, of course, Great Yarmouth. Can you see all that? You can see that in close-up mode there. That's the waterways in Great Yarmouth. So daffodils out at the waterways in Great Yarmouth. Yeah, I had to have a little bit of a squiggle of a drink there. Yeah, so I'm doing something different other than keeping up to date with the scores here. But I don't really want to talk about football scores here because it's not always related to East Anglia. But I can tell you, of course, any East Anglian games. I don't really want to talk about my team because it's not really East Anglia rated or area. It used to be Score Centre. I'm looking up. It's now the football scores. It keeps changing, doesn't it? Well, that's Sly News for you. Don't want to give feedback. So yeah, Ipswich we know from earlier have lost 2-1 to Cardiff City. That was an earlier kickoff, and of course Norwich are 4-0 up to the good against Rotherham United. And of course, my team are winning anyway, but of course, they're winning 2-0 against Sunderland. I thought I'd just mention that. That's my own team here. I support a team which is not even in East Anglia. Cambridge, I believe, are winning 1-0 to Northampton. So, of course, that's the first time I've seen Cambridge win. They've got a new manager, Gary Monk, at the moment. We call him Over the Moon because I think he's over the moon today so far because they are winning 1-0. So they're good against Northampton so far. Just to let you know some of the scores. Armstrong at the 9th minute and another Armstrong, which is A Armstrong, 37 minutes penalties. So 2 Armstrongs are on, and that includes the S Armstrong, which is Stuart Armstrong on the 9th minute. 2-0 to Southampton so far. That gets Sunderland back for what they did last time. But anyway, of course, yeah, that's not really related to East Anglia, but anything else related. Stevenage 0, Fleetwood Town 0, and let's see if there's any more other latest. Barrow 1, Colchester 0. These are all latest, by the way, just in case you're wondering. They could finish different scores later on, and trying to see if there's any more local ones. And Burton Albion 0, Peterborough United 0, which is the latest result as well. So yeah, is there any more other latest ones here? No, not really. But yeah, no East Anglian teams. Yeah, interesting that we don't see any or many East Anglian teams in the Premiership these days. Doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Perhaps because they're all rubbish. But anyway, of course, we'll leave that racing-free mind. Of course, is there anything else that we need to know about Great Yarmouth? Of course, yeah, it's not quite season time yet, but of course, it's sort of getting into the mix of spring now, and slowly things are opening up this year, which is getting on its way to summer very soon after spring. So it's not long really to look out for that. I just want to talk about, of course, something else before I leave you today. I want to say this before we go. I've got, of course, issues with the internet. It needs to be reset sometimes. It comes off because it thinks you're not using it. So yeah, this is a Vodafone for you at the moment. But of course, we will have to sort of change the Vodafone at some stage and get that sorted. But that's another issue altogether. So can we get Facebook back here? Yeah, we can. So apparently, of course, there is a Dolphin Cambridge, which is basically in St Ives area, undergoing or ongoing refurbishment works. So I believe, of course, they will be taking bookings. Now open for bookings to make online or call them on 01480 466 966 to make a direct booking and receive a free breakfast. Oh, that sounds very good. Um, so, yeah, ongoing refurbishment works. Currently going or continuing their refurbishment works in the hotel. This will not affect the hotel stay as the works continue in a separate block of the hotel. We expect the superior rooms to be online shortly with complete refurbishment. Thank you for your understanding. So I believe it is now open in St Ives. I'm going to actually perhaps try and see for myself if it's actually open or not. But yeah, I'm going to actually take a little bit of a day off myself because I did venture to Thetford, which I can talk about, of course, in Norfolk, which you want to have a look at the video which I've just put up on the Touring With Us. If you want to have a look at it, go to Touring With Us, and I'll give you the link in the description to subscribe to Touring With Us, otherwise known or also known as TWU and a small s. Right, okay, that said, and it's pretty much game over from my perspective here. And I would like to say a huge thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to We Love East Anglia. You know, it's kind of like, I would say in this word, confusing to some people that we are running different sort of groups here. But each one of them will have, you know, a sort of way of branding. You know, we've got a shop running, for example, on the Tory with us, and what we'll do is we'll add We Love East Anglia to the cups, and We Love Haverhill as well, because that is actually a rare cup of Haverhill. But yeah, I'm going to go on to Haverhill Group in just a moment and speak about something that's going on there as well. So yeah, exciting news first of all. Talking about Haverhill, it's about the Jenny's Cafe restaurant being taken over by a guy called Oz Z. So yeah, find out more details on the We Love Haverhill site, which is what I'm going to go to very shortly, because I want to just show that I'm running pretty much most of the groups, but the main one being, of course, Touring With Us. And don't forget, of course, something for your East Anglia lot out there. There is another YouTube channel worth mentioning, Nice and Relaxing. So, of course, if you want to do nice and relaxing watching, which is, of course, with Giuliani Buzz, who performs on the Technics U50 organ, and he plays some hymns, voluntaries, which is played at the beginning and end of services, and he throws in some improvised beats along with some beautiful melodies that he chooses of his own, and yeah, just really entertains people along the way. So if that is for you, go to We Love East Anglia for some of the videos, but of course go to Nice and Relaxing Show, which is the main group, which is just a YouTube channel. Nice and Relaxing is on YouTube only currently at the moment. So yeah, the other news I'm going to leave you with now, because I'm going to finish up now. I'm going to say this now. Of course, hundreds of photos of shoppers welcomed inside the new Primark of Bes Nevins recently, and it was actually opened this Wednesday, I believe. I can tell you, and just to bear in mind, it was open on, of course, Wednesday. No, it wasn't. It was Wednesday the 6th of March 2024. So you'll remember that day for the rest of your lives. Primark in Bury St Edmunds was opened on Wednesday the 6th of March 2024. I was there the day before, but I didn't want to get in amongst all that crowd because it actually officially opened at 10 a.m. and there was queues there apparently. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and peace out for now. And we hope to be not cancelled. If we do, then of course that will be the unfortunate thing. Okay, unfortunate thing that will lie in your memories. But of course, we hope that is not the case. Till next time, take care of yourselves and most importantly, each other. As I say, 100% peace out for now.